Good evening, wrestling fans. Joe Galley here with you, and this is the NWA Unlimited here on the Nation Network. Joining me, Stu Bennett, here in the booth, and tonight it is our last event before the NWA brings you NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, WrestleCade. Stay with us, fans. We've got a complete show ready for you right here on the Nation Network. All right, NWA Unlimited, featuring the best of the National Wrestling Alliance. And look at this, Aaron Stevens, the man who holds the Joker's Wild.
Silence! I said silence! I know you people aren't used to having somebody of my talent in your presence, but try to show a little bit of decorum. I've been hanging on to the Joker's Wild contract for several weeks now, and I'm looking at opportunity. And the opportunity I'm looking at is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, held by Nick Aldis. And I'm thinking, what better place to cash in the Joker's Wild than at WrestleCade? So everybody make sure that you've got your pay-per-view purchase, because you're going to see history made at WrestleCade when the Shooter Stevens dethrones the national treasure, Nick Aldis, and becomes your new NWA Heavyweight Champion. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. There will be, at WrestleCade, a new world champion, and he will be Shooter Stevens. Thank you very much.
Aaron Stevens, Shooter Stevens, call him what you will. He has now announced that he is going to cash in that contract. All right, fans, we are back ready for our opening contest here as part of NWA Unlimited. We are on the eve of the big one, WrestleCade. We are all looking forward to that.
I know I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a very exciting match.
Making his way
A
to
great
the ring
night of professional
from
wrestling. You
Cocoa
won't
Beach,
want to
Florida,
miss it.
Weighing in at 229 pounds, Dickie the Iceman.
As we take a look right now at the outlandish one, Zicky Dice. This is a triple threat match for a qualifying spot in the NWA Television Championship Tournament.
Well, it's a big event, and we're all looking forward to it. I know I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a big part of NWA Hard Times, the next big pay-per-view card for the NWA, and I tell you won't want to miss that one.
No doubt about it, it's an exciting time here in the NWA as the television title making its return.
And his opponents, first, from parts unknown, weighing in at 248 pounds, Q West Ian Mark.
Well, a lot of people think they know who the question mark is. I have no idea. Do you have any inside information? Do you know who the question mark is?
I have no idea. I've heard, like you, some rumors and possible things, but as of right now, it is a mystery. Of course, he's very closely associated with Aaron Stevens, the man we saw in the ring just moments ago. He has brought Aaron Stevens to a point where he is now a third-degree black belt in Mongrovian Karate.
Yes, make sure you say it right or he'll correct you.
And from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, Eli Drake.
Eli Drake, one of the top talents in the NWA, if not the world. He's got his sights set.
Well, no doubt about it, he definitely wants to be the NWA television champion. He knows if he can manage to put that title around his waist, that opens up a lot of doors for other opportunities, and which, of course, not the least of which would be the World Heavyweight Champion.
Fans, the card for WrestleCade is impressive indeed. The super heavyweights will be in action. We're going to see the Beer City Bruiser going up against Watts. Low-Key and Austin Aries will be going up against a mystery team for the currently vacant Championship Wrestling from Hollywood Tag Team titles. Zicky Dice and the question mark are going to start this one.
You know, the fans giving Eli Drake a bit of a hard time because he wasn't getting involved in the match early on here. But you can't blame him. If these two guys want to fight it out, why wouldn't he sit back and allow it to happen?
Oh, it is definitely smart wrestling to save yourself in a three-way dance or a triple threat match, call it what you will. First pinfall, first submission will end this one and send that person into the tournament for the NWA television title. We talk about WrestleCade in the matches. The American Heritage title will be on the line when Tim Storm defends it against one of the men in this match right here, Zicky Dice.
The referee just got caught in the way of the crossfire, and he's paid the price for it.
Nice block by Zicky Dice. Flying forearm on Eli Drake.
Yeah, from Tim Storm, I'm definitely keeping an eye on this match to see a little bit more about this Zicky Dice.
Fans, as a result of what happened last week on NWA Power, Ricky Starks and Trevor Murdoch were given their opportunity against the Dawsons for the NWA Tag Team Championship, and that match will be part of WrestleCade.
tag team titles, and I'll tell you what now, I would totally believe that 100% the Dawsons are going to retain. But after seeing what Trevor Murdoch did with Ricky Starks, I was very impressed, very surprised, and it wouldn't surprise me if they become the new tag team champions.
A lot of people echoing those same sentiments right now as the question mark taking advantage of Zicky Dice.
Goes for the cover hook, so like this could be all she wrote.
Close call there, but question mark doing a number on everybody in the ring at this time. Fans have taken a big shine to the question mark.
Pile drive to Eli Drake, and that should be the end of the match. You don't often see people kick out of that.
Well, Eli Drake finds a way to get his shoulder off the floor. The NWA Heritage Championship will be on the line when Andy Brown, Uptown Andy Brown, defends that title. We don't know who he's wrestling yet. Question mark goes to the eyes to get himself out of trouble momentarily, but now it is Zicky Dice and Eli Drake. The snake rattle and roll.
That could be it right there.
That is normally the end of the match, and now, wait a minute, turns his attention to the question mark, and I believe that's a mistake.
I've got to agree with you. The question mark was not playing a role in this thing. He had an opportunity after his big move to put Eli Drake away. What a feather in the cap that would have been.
And there's a clothesline, sends him all the way to the floor, and he still doesn't turn his attention to Eli Drake.
Well, now he does, but after how much time?
Well, he goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Has Eli recovered? He has.
Of course he has. He's had enough time to do his bloody taxes.
Zicky Dice sets him up on the top rope, and now look at this. Eli Drake connecting. Oh, tremendous right hand. Right to the face.
Oh, and there's that spiking jab right to the throat by the question mark, and I believe he's going to make an opportunity for himself.
Eli Drake again managing to survive. And now raking the eyes across the top of the rope. Ladies and gentlemen, as we heard earlier tonight, our main event at WrestleCade will be Nick Aldis going up against the shooter, Aaron Stevens.
That's for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm telling you right now, Nick Aldis, he is the champion in professional wrestling today, bar none.
The question mark again, sizing up Zicky Dice, but this time it is Zicky Dice getting the advantage, and now he turns his attention once again to Eli Drake, does not hook the leg.
And he still managed to get a 2 count. Imagine if he would have done the simple thing.
Now Zicky Dice is going to have a big opportunity as part of WrestleCade. Less than 24 hours away, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Nation Network.
He caught him with a spear.
Nicely done. Zicky Dice just put the question mark down. Did he put him out?
I believe he's not going to be able to kick out from that one.
And you are right. Zicky Dice right now on a roll. If you're Tim Storm, you better be watching this one.
I'm not sure he couldn't have won the match right there, but he got sideswiped and distracted. If he gets distracted when there's a one-on-one match with Tim Storm, there's a much bigger problem.
I'll tell you, this Zicky Dice, since coming on the scene, has really got a lot of people's attention.
Here is your winner, Dickie the Iceman.
There he is, Zicky Dice. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. We've got A very special battle royal coming up. All right, wrestling fans, this just brought to our attention right now. We mentioned earlier on that Uptown Andy Brown defends the NWA Heritage Championship as part of WrestleCade. Don't know who his opponent's going to be. However, we've got a very special battle royal about to take place when worlds collide, featuring 4 of the NWA Power Superstars going up against 4 of the biggest names in NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. And if any of the Hollywood Championship Wrestling talent win the Battle Royal, with the exception of Watts, who is already scheduled to compete, any of the other 3, which would be Willie Mack or any of the other 2 competitors, they will automatically get an opportunity at Andy Brown at WrestleCade.
Well, that just puts a little bit extra on the table, doesn't it? I mean, winning a battle royal of this type, with this notoriety.
Now, it is not a team event. It is a battle royal, so it's every man for himself. It'll be interesting to see, however, if the NWA Power talent will work together.
Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, Adrian Quinn.
Adrian Quest with a big opportunity, not just to win this Battle Royal, but if he does win the Battle Royal, then he gets to go up against Uptown Andy Brown.
For the NWA Heritage Championship, man, it's a big opportunity indeed on a major event.
As we said, fans, this is a very special event. The Battle Royal featuring 4 members of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood and 4 members from NWA Power.
And from Worcester, Massachusetts, weighing in at 247 pounds, he is Mr. Money in the Bank, Arn Stevens.
Aaron Stevens held on to the Joker's Wild case. It has the contract in there, and he is already announced he will be putting that title opportunity to work for him at WrestleCade when he takes on Nick Aldis for the NWA World Championship.
Well, first off, get it right. It's Shooter Stevens. And as you can see, he is a 3rd degree black belt in Mongrovian Karate.
Managed to acquire that in just under 3 weeks.
Well, you know what? He's a fast learner. He's a natural athlete, a gifted, talented individual. And for a person like him, it's something you can do.
Now Joey Ryan makes his way to the ring, representing Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Another opportunity here. If he were to win the Battle Royal, he would get the opportunity against Uptown Vandy Brown for that NWA Heritage Championship.
It is the single greatest title they have in NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. That is their crowning champion. When you hold that title, that means when the world champ's in town, you're probably going to get a rub.
And we talk about the tag team situation. The Rock and Roll Express ended up sacrificing their return match last week on NWA Power.
Well, they made a bloody stupid decision and they paid the price for it.
Weighing in at 230 pounds, the Action Champion, Cowboy James Storm, Champion.
Cowboy James Storm, your NWA National Champion.
The big Cowboy's a tough guy, and I'll tell you, he's going to represent, I believe, very well in a match like this. Very capable of taking the whole thing.
Here comes the next entrant here into the Battle Royal.
And from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 280 pounds, Super Smooth Willie Mack.
What exactly is he doing there?
Not entirely sure, but that's really making his entrance, and he's been around for a little while now. He's a pretty seasoned journeyman wrestling here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Why does it look to me like he's stirring up some batter or something? Would he rather be in the kitchen or does he want to come in the wrestling ring?
Well, you don't have to worry about Willie Mack. When he gets in the wrestling ring, he knows exactly what he's doing.
You're telling me this guy might end up getting an opportunity at the NWA Heritage Championship?
Very possibly. All he's got to do is win the Battle Royal. Here comes
From Chicago, weighing in at 233 pounds, Colt Cabana.
I'll take this one. Colt Cabana, one of the most recognized names in this Battle Royal by far. He has been around the circuit of professional wrestling, not just in North America, but around the world. Everyone knows who Colt Cabana is.
He's held championships virtually everywhere he's ever wrestled. He is a top contender currently in the NWA Power. And with a big opportunity right here to come out on top in this Battle Royal featuring When Worlds Collide.
And from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 244 pounds, Watt.
Well, Watts is the only man representing Championship Wrestling from Hollywood that would not be able to take advantage of the title opportunity if he were to win the Battle Royal here tonight, for the simple reason that he is already booked to take on the Beer City Bruiser, and that should be an absolutely monumental match between two of the biggest guys I've seen in a wrestling ring in a very long time.
Well, I've seen video of these two guys, and I have a general idea how big this individual is right now looking at him. And I can't help but harken back and have memories of Big John Studd and Andre the Giant.
Indeed, it is an epic battle of the immovable force and the unstoppable object. The only question is, which one will win?
It's generally been my experience that the one that doesn't end up staying down for 3 seconds will be the one that wins.
I don't imagine there being a submission between those two men, but you can never say never.
And their opponent, from Green Bay, Wisconsin, weighing in at 243 pounds, Mr. Anderson.
And Ken Anderson comes down to the ring to round off our top 8. When worlds collide right here, ladies and gentlemen, NWA Unlimited. Taking 4 members of the NWA Power roster and putting them into a Battle Royal scenario with 4 members of Championship Wrestling from Hollywood.
Anytime you've got team warfare, it's always going to be entertaining. Let's see what happens here.
Aaron Stevens wasting no time at all with a tremendous uppercut on James Storm. Now Mr. Anderson targeting Watts, and give credit where credit is due. He's taking on the biggest man in the battle, is Ken Anderson. And meantime, Joey Ryan trying to eliminate Colt Cabana. Look at this, Watts has been eliminated.
Just like that, the biggest man in the Battle Royal is on the floor. He doesn't have to worry about not getting a title match.
That is a shocker.
Well, I don't know, is it? Ken Anderson is a wily veteran. Watts is an up-and-coming.
Nice move right there by Willie Mack. Joey Ryan out to the apron where he's safe. If you don't go over the top rope, you can't be eliminated. Shooter Stevens turns his attention now to Willie Mack.
Joey Ryan right now turning his attention to James Storm.
Well, other than that shocking elimination of Watts, everyone else is still in this match.
Willie Mack's on the apron. He's in danger of being eliminated, however, as Aaron Stevens couldn't finish him.
Oh, and look at this. Joey Ryan's ducked out. James Storm.
Well, the Cowboys' own momentum took him clear over the top rope and all the way to the floor.
And now Shooter Stevens in trouble, but he manages with a big elbow to the cranium. Perhaps to dodge a bullet.
Well, one member of each organization's been eliminated. Now it's a 3-on-3.
Aaron Stevens. Adrian Quest locking up. I beg your pardon, now it's turned around and Adrian Quest just dropped Willie Mack across top rope. Mr. Anderson trying to put Joey Ryan out.
Now Colt Boom Boom Cabana's in trouble in the corner.
Stevens trying to get his leg up over that top rope, not happening. Joey Ryan with a tremendous tombstone pile driver on Kennedy. Mr. Anderson is in trouble.
Aaron Stevens was almost eliminated, as was Willie Mack, but Willie held on to the bottom rope and pulled himself back in.
Walks right into the big elbow, does Colt Cabana, and now Shooter Stevens with a belly-to-belly.
I'm amazed that nobody else has been eliminated because these 6 guys have really taken turns on one another.
Oh, and Anderson once again sidestepping, and it's Adrian Quest now eliminated. A 3-on-2 advantage for NWA from Hollywood. I beg your pardon, NWA Power over Hollywood, but Joey Ryan's with a super kick right to the face of Mr. Anderson.
Willie Mack almost eliminated and again manages somehow to keep himself in the match.
Open hand shot to the head. Joey Ryan looks like he has been split open.
He has, and there is blood flowing down the face of Joey Ryan.
Clothesline, and Willie Mack has been eliminated by Boom Boom Colt Cabana. Joey Ryan now the only member of Hollywood roster still remaining. The odds right now not looking too good for Joey Ryan. Oh, Colt Cabana just eliminated by the Shooter.
That blood really starting to flow down the face. The Joey Ryan referee might have to stop it. Might have to get a doctor involved to take a look at this. As we take a look outside the ring, Colt Cabana, I still can't believe what happened. He's holding his neck. May have hurt himself on that fall.
Aaron Stevens folded up like a cheap chair. Mr. Anderson going hold for hold, punch for punch with Joey Ryan right in the middle of the ring. Anderson now sets him up. Has him up in the air.
I thought Aaron Stevens might help him out.
And he might now. He does. Aaron Stevens joins in, and it's NWA Power trying to remove the last remaining member of Hollywood's roster here in the Battle Royal. Joey Ryan has him up. Oh my goodness.
That's his finisher right there, and I'll tell you, not much left. However, he didn't see what was coming from behind.
Shooter Stevens had the opportunity, but he couldn't put him away. Joey Ryan had the wherewithal to sidestep it, comes up with a spinning back kick to the midsection.
That bought him a moment, but right now it is still all Shooter Stevens.
Oh, and he plants him face first, right in the middle of the canvas. That blood really starting to flow now. Again, doctors may have to get involved. Went for the clothesline, and he ducked it out. Joey Ryan may pull off the upset here. Back body drop almost put him out.
Joey Ryan almost went over that top rope from the back body drop.
Joey Ryan will be going up against Uptown Andy Brown if he can just eliminate Mr. Anderson.
Well, now Anderson's got Joey Ryan up on the top rope, and he's going to try and put him out. Both feet must touch the floor. That's how it works. And there he goes.
A valid effort made by Joey Ryan. As we take a look back at some of the moments from this one, and what a battle royal it really was, fans. Ken Anderson eliminating Joey Ryan to win this When Worlds Collide Battle Royal.
Anderson.
I'm not sure why Anderson wouldn't get the opportunity to fight Uptown Andy Brown for the Heritage Championship.
You know what? Stranger things have happened, and maybe he will. All right, wrestling fans, it is time for our main event. It's a non-title match featuring the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis. And when you talk about taking on a journeyman, you talk about taking on a veteran. Talk about a man who needs no introduction.
But they're going to give him one nonetheless.
From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 206 pounds, Austin Aries.
Austin Aries, he has been a name around the world. You want to talk about Japan, he's been there, done that. You talk about other wrestling organizations. Impact was one of the founding members of the X Division.
He really helped put them on the map back in the day.
Not too long ago was a part of the WWE roster. Made 205 something to watch. What a huge opportunity it is for this gentleman right here tonight.
And his opponent, accompanied by the Chosen One, and from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, the National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis, the NWA Heavyweight Champion, accompanied by Camille.
Well, he says that she's not the insurance policy anymore. Since forming this new organization called Strictly Business, with Royce Isaacs and Tom Latimer, lasted, I beg your pardon,
while the title is not on the line, it will be at WrestleCade. He's got to be careful because if he were to suffer an injury in this match, less than 24 hours to WrestleCade, that would definitely be a problem for Nick Aldis.
Also be a huge opportunity for Aaron Stevens, and you know Aaron Stevens is watching.
As he holds up Sweet Charlotte. Bell sounds action underway, and now Austin Aries, who didn't seem to be too impressed with the world champion early on. Now the shoulders are down. Again, this is a non-title match. Oh, he's not too impressed with Camille.
I don't know why he's focusing on Camille. She hasn't done anything, at least not yet. And you'd be much better served focusing on the World Heavyweight Champion.
Now Nick Aldis taking advantage of that distraction. And to your point, she didn't do anything that I can tell. Maybe she said something, I don't know. But with an opportunity like this, you can't allow words to be distracting you. Deep arm drag takes him over, and now Aries getting a chance to turn the tide a little bit and get the momentum back in his favor if he can.
Nice back elbow right on the money of the champion. And as we mentioned earlier, the title's not on the line, but that's not really the point here now, is it?
Indeed, for Austin Aries, it's not, because he knows if he pins the world champion, it's got to give him a title match somewhere down the line. Japanese arm drag, we mentioned earlier, Aries has been around the world. He spent a lot of time in Japan, picked up some things while he was there, including that arm drag. Collar and elbow in the middle of the ring, and the champion pushes off, catches him with a clothesline, and down goes Aries. Plants a boot right to the face of Austin Aries, does the champion.
I'll say one thing, Camille definitely barking some instructions and some pointers, things that she's able to see from ringside.
DDT right there, and Austin Aries hooks the leg. Will that be it? No.
Only a 1 count.
And now Nick Aldis goes to the inner thigh. And a big pile driver right in the corner.
Austin Aries, smart move right there. Bailed outside the ring to put some separation between himself and the national treasure.
Well, now Aldis is going up again, and once again, Aries not going to give him the opportunity. Aries this time lures the champion out, and he caught him with a clothesline. Nicely done.
Mind games being played right now by both of these men. Hard to say which one's going to win that battle. Both very smart. Both men well versed in all aspects of professional wrestling.
What a backbreaker. Tremendous backbreaker right there by Austin Aries. And now the champion in trouble. Aries has him. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Nick Aldis is in trouble.
Nick Aldis is in a world of trouble. He better figure a way out.
And he does. And now Aldis with a big right hand stuns Aries, at least for the moment. And now he's got him up. What's he going to do with him? Power bomb, his head snapping off the middle rope. Aries kicked up right into the pile driver.
Well, it looked like he had an opportunity to turn this thing around in Austin Aries, but it apparently slipped away from him. I'm not sure why.
Back body drop, and now the champion lands awkwardly. Aries went for broke and nobody home.
I'll tell you what, high risk, high reward, but in this case, the reward went to the champion.
Nick Aldis now walking him around ringside, head first into the steel.
Man, his head bounced right off the top of the steel steps. Hard to say if he isn't concussed after that one.
Now the NWA champion Nick Aldis sizing him up. There it is. The national treasure with the victory.
Maybe a non-title match, but don't tell that to Nick Aldis.
Fans, as we take a look back at the closing moments of this one, and we remind you, we are just hours away from WrestleCade right here on the Nation Network. You won't want to miss that. Here it is right here. Nick Aldis, one of the pile drivers. I take it back, that was a power bomb, but he hit him with a couple of vicious pile drivers. Wait a minute!
Hold on just a second.
That's Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll in the ring. And Camille just caught Marty Scurll by the back of the head. What the heck is happening here?
Marty Scurll showing up here at NWA Unlimited, going after the champion.
Nick Aldis has him up. There's a power bomb. Bounced his head hard off the canvas. Camille, indeed, the insurance policy paying dividends